Listin Diario presents the editorial from the director.
Editorial for Tuesday, December 17, 2024. A reprehensible, inhuman act. The allegations of physical torture against a citizen in a police station in Haina constitute a reprehensible, inhuman act. The case of Felix Angel Serrano, who claims to have been subjected to beatings, electric shocks, and suffocation with a bag on his head while he remained handcuffed and in custody, takes us back to the worst times of our history. This event is not only shocking because of its brutality, but because it reenacts the infamous practices of the past, when fear and violence were common currency in the prisons of the Military Intelligence Service during the Trujillo dictatorship. The medical evidence issued by the Dr. Marcelino Velez Santana Hospital confirming the burns and multiple traumas is irrefutable proof of an inhuman act that has no place in a democratic state. It is particularly serious that, at a time when the government has undertaken the modernization of the national police by training new agents and implementing standards aligned with human rights, there are still pockets within the institution that undermine these efforts. It is imperative that this case be investigated promptly and transparently, and that those responsible be punished in an exemplary manner. Violence and torture in police stations are not isolated incidents. They reflect a culture of abuse deeply rooted in that institution, a culture that still resists attempts at reform and undermines society's trust in an institution that must ensure security, not become a threat to citizens. Human rights are sacred, and any violation must be confronted with the full force of the law. The Ombudsman has taken a firm position by launching an investigation into the case. The National Police has a moral and legal duty to provide explanations and ensure that these events are not repeated and that the guilty are brought to justice. Serrano's complaint should be the trigger for a thorough review of the procedures and internal controls in the detachments where, on too many occasions, power is exercised without limits or consequences. For Listin Diario, voiceover and translation by Danny Leon.
Listin Diario presented the editorial from the director.